Hello everybody and welcome to One Piece Stampede anime movie review. Before we begin, let's just start off with the background. I have never watched One Piece in my life. Not a single episode. Not a single anything. The movie was on at the cinema and I decided, hey, that'll be fun. And it was fun. However, while as I said, never watched a single episode, I wasn't too confused because I have played One Piece Pirate Warriors, so I have a vague idea as to who people are and what's going on. So I'm not, and I've also watched like a few videos or whatever on One Piece because it's One Piece, you know? It's a pretty big anime, I'm not sure if you've heard of it. Yeah, so I'm not completely in the dark, or I wasn't completely in the dark going into this, and I went into it. I wasn't really knowing what to expect because obviously I don't have anything to compare it to, but I really enjoyed it, you know? It was good. It was, even if it was, that's the other thing before we go any further, I'm going to be talking pretty openly about this, like, just full, like, whatever comes up. So if you care about spoilers and you don't want, you know, to watch, don't want to know anything, just don't watch this video, because I'm gonna talk about it pretty. I'm not going to talk about everything, because realistically there's not too much to talk about, but like plot-wise and everything. But you know, if you don't want to know anything, leave. Basically, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Anyway, this movie, One Piece Stampede, from what I read online, it's like the 20th anniversary or something of the anime. It was like a celebration of it. That's why it was made. And yeah, that comes across because basically they throw a lot of characters at this. Like, I recognize these people. I'm like, oh, I know you. You're from back then. A lot of people show up, and I guess when I read like the synopsis and everything, I should have expected that, because basically the plot is they go to a pirate expo, pirate festival, pirate whatever. They search for treasure, and there's loads of pirates. I don't know how many of them are, you know, movie original. How many of them are recurring characters? I know a few of them are recurring characters, and especially towards the end when even more people start showing up. It's just literally like, there's everyone here. Like, I mean, obviously there are some people gone, but yeah, then just everyone shows up. Like when, as I said, spoilers, so this is your last warning. When Sabo showed up, literally out of nowhere, I was like, what? Why? But it's fine. And also at the end, the very end, with the ace drawing thing, that was also a little like, you know, he's dead. That's why he was a drawing. He's dead. See, like I said, I know things despite never having seen the show. Anyway, let's start with the obvious, right? Animation, pretty damn good. Consistently, it was very well animated, which, you know, considering One Piece being one of the long-running shonens, in general, they're pretty damn inconsistent. Like, sometimes they look bloody amazing, and sometimes they're a bit you know? That's just the thing that happens. Here, though, it's a movie, obviously, animated really well. Liked it a lot. You know, all the Straw Hats go to the festival. They have varying degrees of doing things. Nami's job is basically to stand around and looking pretty. That's not a joke, that's pretty much what she does. Fairs, you know, she is pretty, so there's that. They, at the end, okay, no, the movie, at least most of the movie, is a big old fight against this big muscly dude. I don't know his name. He's the big muscly villain, who I assume he is a movie original character. He's a big old muscle dude, and he seems very OP. And that OP doesn't stand for One Piece, that stands for overpowered. But yeah, most of the movie is a big old fight. And at the, I was gonna say at the end, but it's a bit earlier than the end. It's a bit back from the end. He turns into a giant CG monstrosity, and you know I just said it was well animated. The CG, it was fine, but it didn't mesh well with the 2D drawings, I didn't think. That's just me. It wasn't the worst I've ever seen, and it moved well, you know. It was fluid, it weren't like jaggedy CG, but it was still a bit like, you know. Whenever CG and 2D like mesh is when the problems start, which is pretty apparent here, because when the 2D looked good, the CG looked good on its own when there was nothing else around it, but then when you mix the two, it's a bit like, oh, that's not that too good. It was fine. You know, I'm probably nitpicking here because I did have a very good time watching this. Speaking of nitpicking, here's something people are going to nitpick me on. I watched the dub, right? And it didn't take me long for me to regret it. I don't think the dub's very good. I've as I said, I've never seen One Piece, but I played the games, and the sub voices, the Japanese voices, pretty much better. Unfortunately, you know, the sub was on at a time I couldn't go see it, so I had to go see the dub, or I wouldn't have gone to watch it. Which, you know, I gotta watch it. That's what I'm gonna do. It's anime, dude. I'm one of those. I just watch anime in the movies because it's a fun thing to do. But yeah, the dub, I was pretty unimpressed. I don't know. I imagine the general consensus, because it's a dub, is trash. I'm not one of them that's like, dub's always bad. This one, it wasn't great. There were some voices that were okay. Luffy sounded a bit weird. I don't know how you would. Although saying that, I've read somewhere that there was a 4Kids dub a million years ago. So I imagine that was bad because 4Kids. But now, you know, this is just, you know. One thing I did like, also, is because it is a big old fight and it was a long old fight, things that happened earlier on in the fight come into play later on. I'm thinking of, you know, Usopp and his seeds, and basically just Usopp in general in this movie had a little bit of a big old part. The whole not a redemption arc, but like, here, I'm the support, here's what I do, and he does, and it was nice, you know. Usopp is sort of a character I'm a bit about. He's fine. But again, to reiterate, not seen One Piece. Played the game though, so I don't know all the things. But I at least, I'm glad I went in. If I went into this blind, I probably wouldn't have enjoyed it anywhere as near as much. But going in like, I know who people are. You know, even just that helped a lot. Because if I didn't know who anyone was, there are a lot of characters here, and it would have been a lot of, oh, who's this now? Oh, who's this now? Literally, like, just people just show up. There's a part where like all the warlords show up, and the admirals and everyone shows up, and it's mental. But I liked it a lot. I don't really have much else to say. It was just a fun old big old fight shonen movie. It was nice to see. You know, it's convinced me, if nothing else, I probably should watch One Piece at some point because I enjoyed this quite a bit. The problem is One Piece is like 900 episodes, and that's a long time, and you know, one day I'll watch it, but not today because it's getting quite late and I need to go to bed soon. I have work tomorrow. Anyway, I'll wrap this up here. One Piece Stampede, from the perspective of someone who had never watched One Piece before, yeah, this was fun. This was a good old movie. I don't have the same, you know, I'm not blinded by fanboyness because I've never watched it before. But at the same time, I'm not like what's the word? A hater. I couldn't have come in this more in the middle, and I ended up enjoying it. So there is how I feel about One Piece. The animation was good. The sound and everything was alright. They played We Are at one point, which is a banger of a tune. Yeah, good stuff. I guess one nitpick, because there was so many characters, it meant that a lot of characters sort of get shafted to the side a little bit, like Nami. Robin doesn't do too much, and she's good too. I like Robin. She's cool. She's best. Sanji and Zoro have cool things though, so that's pretty cool. That's fine. I think he slices a meteor at one point, Zoro. It's a cool scene. He gets immediately upstaged, but it was a cool scene while it lasted. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. Check out all of them on the channel as well. Like, comment, tell me what you thought about One Piece Stampede as well. And tell me how much I should watch One Piece, because I do sort of want to, but it's long, you know. Check out the main channel as well. There's occasionally videos over there as well. I will see you in whatever video you decide to watch next. And bye, guys.